Yo, how we doing? Hear myself think. Yo. Why did I start like a fucking 2012 YouTuber? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Penumbral here, back again for another news stream. Ugh, that actually makes me want to die. Let's stop. That's not a good bit. That not a good bit. Makes me relive my trauma. Let me get you guys up on screen real quick, and we can. What the fuck are reaction? Hang on. Sorry. There's a new option in my YouTube chat. What is this? Wait, where did it go? Huh? Oh, here. Timestamps reaction. Oh, I can turn off. Why would I turn off reactions? I love seeing the little hearts fly across my screen. Gives me great joy. I'm not 13. I'm 24. I'm a man. I'm a mature adult. I'm big. I saw. Did you guys see the thread? I think it was by like. Was it? No, it was Bao that started it, and then Matara replied to it. Right. That was like. What is the age for hag? Like, what is the hag age? Because there's a whole thing in VTuber space right now that's like, oh my god, hag, because in season, and Bao was like, asking for a friend, you know, what reasonably, what is a hag? And Matara replied, like, I think 25, and I think collectively the VTuber space kind of died. Yeah, no, I think Matara said 25. I was see if I can find the tweet for you really quick. Typing Matara can hag into Twitter is kind of crazy though, but I found it, so it worked. So I win. Let me put this up for you guys. How you guys been? How you guys been doing? I mean, the internet skews young, right? So people kind of assume there's a standard of age on the internet that's a bit out of, you know, out of line with real life, where basically if you're over like 25, she was kind of right, you're basically seen as old, even though in real life, like, that's still not old. It's just, there's just a young adult still. Yeah, so Bao tweeted like, really important question, definitely not pertaining to me, what age is considered the beginning of hag territory? I think at least 30 for online hagdom, but it's getting to the point where you're online hag past 25. Hope that helps, Bao. Which is kind of crazy. What is the... How old is Bao? Is that public knowledge? She claims she's 18. She's probably not. 25. But you know, there's... internet basically skews young anyway. Once your brain is fully formed, you're a hag. That's true. You do go from idiot child to hag. It's like a very quick, like... It's not even an evolution. It's a metamorphosis. You don't even get time to consider it. I turned 24 like a few weeks ago. I got a year in me. What is the male equivalent of a hag though? Like, what do you... I mean, that's the thing. Way more VTubers are probably like old. VTubers on average are probably older than most people expect. I think because like people in the VTuber space tend to like all like, you know, typically what you typically consider like young shit, like anime and video games and shitty Zoomer meme speak. But like, I mean, Hololive especially, like, from what we know of Hololive, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the bulk of Hololive's, like, talents are actually just, like, I mean, okay, it's not getting into, like, doxing territory, but I'm pretty sure they're all, like, adult, like, full, with the exception of, like, one. You can't convince me Bibu isn't 13.
I got called ancient when buying Iron Brew at the convenience store.
To be fair, you are buying Iron Brew, which does make you old, because you're either old or you're Scottish. Those are the two... the two genders you're allowed to have. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Bibu is definitely 12 or 13, but everyone else in Hololive is probably older than you'd think. I don't know, it's weird. Male hag, I think a male hag is just a wizard, right? You get to like 25, you get magical powers. I hope so, at least. Anyway, No, being only a few months older than me makes me feel so much worse about where I'm at in life. Yeah, bro, okay, do you know what I found out the other day that made me actually really sad and recontemplate my life? And I can say this because it's on our fucking wiki page. And let me just double check it's on our wiki page because I don't want to accidentally, like, reveal information about my friend. Where is it? Hello? Not on our VTuber wiki page, it's on our fucking WikiTube. Yeah. Okay, so Bree has her fucking age on her Wikitubia page, right? And it came up, I can't remember if it was on stream or in Convo or whatever, right? Where basically she's like, oh yeah, when I need to remember my age, I look at my VTuber wiki. And then I looked at her VTuber, she looks at her wiki page and I looked at her. She's fucking older than I am. She acts like a fucking 13-year-old. This is the most depressing fact I've learned about a friend of mine in a while. If you had asked me what age Bree was, I would have conservatively told you 16, with the subtle hint in my mind that she was probably like 14. She's older than I am. Like, what the fuck? She's a 90s baby. This is depressing. Bree never got the correction. Yeah, Bree never got the therapy she needed. It's really mean. Bree's, I'm pretty sure, hungover right now. Because she got fucking wasted at Offkai. Which is a good segue. Oh my god. Not into today's sponsor. Today's stream is not sponsored by NordVPN. I'm so sorry. They haven't reached out to me yet. Nobody reaches out to me. I reached out to GamerSups once and got Dono World. That's a bit my experience with fucking sponsorships. Let me find... Where do we want to start? Offkai? Fuck it, why not? Offkai is happening. It's kind of hard to cover Offkai because so much is happening. And it's still going on today. Like, today's still off. It's the second day of Offkai. Although, I wonder, like, okay, conservatively, how many people do you think are going to miss their panel at Offkai? Because they're all fucking hungover. Like, I would love to see, like, the ratio of, like, missed events on Saturday versus missed events on Sunday after everybody's went out and gotten fucking hammered on the Saturday night. Wait, there's panel delays? Keeping up with fucking... Bro, keeping up with Offkai news is so hard because I have to get it, like, vicariously through streams which have technical issues or, like, tweets from fans that are at the event. Or DMs, but people I DM are all hungover right now or sleeping, so I'm not getting very good info. My informants, unfortunately, are all drunk as shit right now, so I'll get the news like 3 days after it happens when they finally fucking sobered up. But yeah, I mean, okay. Offkai for the most part, from what I've seen, has been pretty good. I mean, it's just, my entire Twitter feed right now is just Offkai. Like, it's all Offkai. Well, there's Rev fucking, tweeting about Offkai again, because of course she is. We'll keep that tab for when we talk about that. Okay, sorry. I just got a Jujutsu Kaisen reaction image in my Twitter feed, and I feel like I should share it with you guys. I fucking love Jujutsu. Why is Jujutsu's meme game so strong? It's kind of ridiculous. Why is every good reaction image on the internet right now a fucking Jujutsu meme? Why is their meme game so... Like, no other fucking anime's meme game is as strong as Jujutsu Kaisen's. And I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure. Is it the fan base? Is it because... the writing? I don't know, but it's kind of peak. Alright, where... Sorry, I got sidetracked by my Twitter feed. I don't even know where to start. I mean, I guess we could start with, like, Idol announced at Offkai EN Gen 3, which is pretty cool. Here we go. I mean, this is technically Idol news and not Offkai news, but fuck it, it's all part of the same package. So yeah, Idol announced this. They said spread the news, so I'm going to show this because if they say spread the news and then they copyright strike me for literally spreading the news, I'm going to be having words with Aviel that involve a musket in Minecraft, not an actual threat. But yeah, so Ian Wave 3, we don't know when it's coming out. We don't have like a date for debuts or anything, but there they are. It looks like five new members. This I've been trying to figure out. I thought at first that was a bow, but it's not. Is that a top hat? Like those I think are dog ears, right? Maybe they kind of have a similar vibe to dog ears. Although no, that is fire, isn't it? The hair kind of looks like fire. That looks kind of like a top hat. Can I remember say that's a halo, right? Definitely. Yeah, she's got little angel wings. So that's an angel. There's not really... This looks like a big puffy hat, but it could also just be her hair texture. A top hat with a bow... Top hat with a bow does work, yeah. This... She's just tall. Holy shit. Looks like she's got like a fur coat, maybe. I've no... I don't think it's a wizard's hat. Wizard's hat typically aren't slanted. This one's just tiny. Her neck is... Bro, okay. Talking about choking VTubers is maybe not... the intrusive thought that just popped into my head was like, bro, you could probably wrap one hand around her entire neck.
How very Commonwealth territory of you.
Look, it's either a musket or fallout armor. Alright? I have 2 modes. Look, okay, it was the intrusive thought that popped into my head was like, bro, you could like throw her by her neck. And I know that's probably a bad intrusive thought to have, but I'm just sharing. I'm just being open with you guys. Did you guys know, by the way, quick little, you guys want to know what the first reading of today's short script was that I didn't include because I was like, I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube comment section. But okay. So the initial reading of that last section of the short where I say, hey, I'm waiting for the Phase Connect NFL collab. The reason why I chose NFL was because the initial read was, I can't wait for the Phase Connect NFL collab. They all basically have head trauma anyway. And then I reread it. I recorded that line, got it into the editing phase, and then I listened to myself say it and was like, maybe, because, okay, I think like 90% of face talents would find that funny, but like the YouTube comment section for some reason thinks I hate Phase Connect. And so I was like, I don't want them to see that. And yo, so I'm gonna fucking time you out for it. What are you doing, bro? Bro is yapping. Bro is a serial yap. I'm started speaking like fucking comment sections. You know what's really bad? Thank you for hiding him, Mike. Put him in bonk timeout. I started ironically saying like, bro, and fucking that shit. Bro's not beating the friend visitor allegations, but now it's actually unironically seeped into my fucking vocabulary and I hate myself for it. Anyway. Okay, I did hear about like Kirsha. She was never banned from Offkai, but I heard she like snuck onto a panel or something. I don't know though. Okay, the big Offkai yab, right? The big like Offkai thing is we had some internal miscommunications regarding the streaming of Phase Connect's panel, resulting in an unintended broadcast and poor stream experience. As always, we appreciate our friends at Phase, right? And so there was a sort of, it was a rat, right, from fucking 4chan. So I don't like talking about 4chan rats because like fucking bitches on 4chan will literally say anything off the top of their dome and just act like it's real. But somebody on 4chan, it was the day before, I think, FaZe's panel, or Pippa's panel, and they said, hey, there were, you know, a lot of the Offkai tech issues are deliberate and people are deliberately sabotaging whatever because they don't like them. And tomorrow there's going to be more tech issues because the volunteers specifically don't like certain talents. And then FaZe went and had tech issues. And so it started this whole fucking thing of like, some volunteers at Offkai apparently didn't like FaZe or didn't like Pippa specifically, and so deliberately sabotaged tech issues. I don't... what do you want me to say? It's a rat from 4chan. There's no way to fucking confirm or deny it. Offkai's official stance is that they like FaZe. Do I believe that there's some volunteers at Offkai that probably don't like certain FaZe talents? Probably. I mean, some, like Pippa especially, is a pretty divisive figure in VTubing. Some people love Pippa, like Pippa is like the only VTuber they watch. Some people think she's like the reincarnation of Stalin or some shit. It's wild. I don't know. I didn't personally catch the broadcast live, so I can't even say what the tech issues were. Apparently there was like ads or something ran, or like audio issues, but I don't know. Do I believe that somebody would... Do I believe that there's somebody volunteering that might want to do that? Sure. Do I believe that they would successfully pull off like a sting operation on fucking Phase Connect to get them in trouble? I don't know. It's all based on a rat from Fortune. I don't want to give that any credit. So we doggo issues. We think of getting a puppy, and so we're trying to figure that out. But I will let you guys know if we get one. I will post puppy pictures on the internet. Don't you worry. So where was I? Oh yeah, this shit. So I don't know, man. You'd have to ask somebody at Offkai. You'd have to ask an actual fucking volunteer and see what they're talking about. But
I'm gonna sabotage Pippa by sending this $10 to you instead of her. Take that.
Look, Phil, I've seen you in every VTubers chat I've ever seen. I know for a fact you would send the $10 to Pippa as well. Thank you for the super chat, though. Don't go, not the yabbit. I haven't interacted with Pippa in fucking 8 years. I talked about this last stream, I'm pretty sure, but she's still a fucking mod on my Discord, which is hilarious to me. But you know, I don't know where this fucking like theory that I don't like Phase started from. I see it, it's not like ubiquitous. I don't think anybody in stream chat thinks it, but I see it in YouTube shorts a lot, and I think it's just because I don't cover Phase as much as other agencies. But to be like brutally honest, it's because Phase is shit at advertising their events, and also I don't know if there's like a lack of crossover, but Phase events don't typically get posted into my like Discord news feed, and they get, so I don't know, like I do talk, like I talked about Phase Wars, and I tend to talk when there's like a new gen coming out and shit. I think I delayed a new stream like last year sometime when the new gen dropped because I wanted to watch it. So I don't know, but I think people on YouTube, like, here's the issue with like the YouTube Shorts comment section is they in their head follow like maybe 3 or 4 VTubers, right? And those 3 or 4 VTubers are like the most important, you know, big things in their head, and oh my god, new model, oh my god, new debut. And so if I don't cover them, it looks like I'm deliberately ignoring them, because it's like, oh my god, how could you not cover this thing? But like there's so much shit going on every week that if people don't actually reach out and tell me about things, I will miss it. I didn't know, for example, like I like Cinder. I watch Cinder. I mean, to be fair, I don't really catch VTuber streams that much anymore because I've got like, I talk about them anyway on the Sunday, and I'm making notes about them throughout the week. And I'm like,
make you a bot to
I don't know.
Post all tweets from official agency accounts in the Discord.
Hang on. Make your bot to post all tweets from official. Don't do that. That's basically Falsey's fucking. It's basically Falsey's news channels in his Discord, and holy shit, scrolling through that is a pain. At the very least, with my Discord news channel being like posted by people that I don't like, I don't get. No offense to people, but sometimes, especially in like Falsey's Discord and shit, you see people post news and it's like just a collab. Like it'll be not even like a cross-agency collab. It'll be like, oh my god, Callie and Fauna are playing Minecraft, and it's like, I'm so sorry, but that's not news. That is like the most basic bitch feature, but that is happening every day. There's a VTuber out there collabing with another VTuber. It's not really news. Or the schedules, yeah, that's also not news. I'm sorry, like that's just a schedule. It's cool, but if you like it, you can just go to the Twitter. The schedules are always there. It's not. But yeah, no, like I was saying, I don't really catch VTuber streams that much myself, so I don't catch every new debut or every new thing. Cinder's one of the VTubers that I actually like. I say that like I don't like other VTubers, but she's one of the VTubers that I actually like do tune into her streams, whereas most VTubers I just kind of watch clips or highlights and shit like that, right? I like Cinder. Cinder is fucking incredible. But I don't catch everything. I miss things. I didn't know she had a fucking new... I didn't know until I saw somebody in the stream chat, like in the pre-stream, say she had like a new debut or something, or like a new model, which I didn't catch. And the annoying thing is, right, is that it's because indie fan bases are very isolated, and I've talked about this before. if an agency does something, people will say that I only cover agency news. That's another thing I get in my comment section. If people be like, oh my god, you only cover agencies, you don't care about indies, right? Not true. But when an agency does something, people come into my chat or people come into my Discord and are like, yo, Pen, did you see this thing? And I'm like, what? And then it's like, yeah, Idol announced Gen 3, or FaZe announced another FaZe Invaders generation, or Hololive is doing this concert. Hey, Taka, how you going? My allegations. I will not be addressing the allegations this stream. I'm so sorry. Hang on. But oh, Ethereum had a 3D concert announced. Thank you, Micro. I didn't know that either. I was just talking about how I know. To be fair, Niji news is kind of a rough. Niji news is hard to keep track of nowadays because nobody spreads good Niji news anymore. Like, I don't see the good shit in my Discord or online anywhere. It's just Niji L's, Niji L's. I don't see, like, the positive stuff. But yeah, so agency news gets spread to me. People reach out to me about it. People put it in my Discord. People DM me about it. Like, when an agency announces something, it's like, oh my god, and it spreads everywhere. Indies typically keep to their own area of the internet, right? Like, they typically keep to their community or their friend groups. So if a VTuber gets a new model or drops a cover or anything like that, and they're not like part of an agency, it doesn't get to me. And it's not because it's not relevant, it's not because it's not important or that I don't think it's, you know, good enough or whatever to cover. It's just that it quite legitimately doesn't reach me. Because, you know, the VTuber will do the debut, their audience will be like, yeah, good debut, and you might have, you know, you might have an audience of like 2,000-3,000 people, which is great, but they all just kind of stick in their own little group. And so none of them think to like, hey, come and put it in the channel or like at me on Twitter or whatever. So I don't see it because I can't be in every fucking VTuber stream at once, unfortunately. When I teach you to do tax evasion, if you're not already doing tax evasion, you failed your first step. Commit tax fraud. Do it. What's the worst that could happen? Falter is the unsung hero of the VTuber news sphere, though. Like, you think it's like False or me or fucking like Q or whoever, right? Falter is him. I don't know how Falter. I genuinely don't know how Falter does it. Falter is in every single stream chat I've ever been to, and he's also constantly posting shit in the Discord or on Twitter. I don't know when that man sleeps. I don't know how he lives on a day to. That man is a cyborg. Or maybe just a straight up robot. Also, that is also a thing. Like, if I talked about every debut, I would be talking non-stop, just debuts. And the thing about debuts is that it's so hard to talk about debuts, because I'm obviously not just going to show you the whole debut. I'm not going to do like a reaction Andy, right? So all I can really do is be like, yo, co-debut, co-model, show model, and then move on. And it's just weird. There's not much to discuss. It's just, you know, cool new anime girl. Anyway. Again, there's a lot of shit going on at Offkai. Idol had their Idol feud.
This is incorrect. Do not listen to him.
Don't listen to Salty. He's a salt shaker. You shouldn't listen to anything he says. This man is a cyborg. Or, okay. Thank you for Super Chat, Salty. What if Salty is like the first truly intelligent AI and we just don't notice it yet? He's like in every fucking VTuber chat because he's a robot. He doesn't need to sleep. He's everywhere on the internet. What if that's what it is? He's like, Vidal has programmed an actual sentient AI, and unfortunately, because it was programmed by Vidal, it just turned out to be a massive fucking weeb, and so Salty was born. That's my headcanon. That's the new lore. That's my new lore that I'm dropping. Salty Faller is Vidal's first AI. Anyway, yeah, there was the V4 Mirai concert with a karaoke concert with Idol. There's been panels and meet and greets and a ton of shit that I can't cover because there's too much and it's so hard to keep track of. And I mean, I could literally just, if you want to know all the shit that's happening, you can just go through like the Offkai Twitter page. And there's a lot of shit going on at any given time.
Falter is the actual news guy. You and False are just the something that got overlooked was Cotton raised 100k for F cancer.
Shit, yeah, I saw that on Twitter as I was getting ready to go live.
Falter bot. That will only make him look more credible.
Falter bot. I love Falter bot. Thank you for the super chat, Aaron and Slider. Falter bot. Falter bot sounds like a transformer. I was trying to do a transformer noise, but I just kind of sound like a duck. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of cool shit going on at Offkai. Kiara's there, Bibu's there. Bibu did a panel with Kayla. Again, in the original, you guys would be shocked if I showed you the original reading of all my shorts. Because the original reading of my shorts was like, everybody's here, ignoring a certain rainbow-colored elephant in the room. But again, I didn't want to be one of those guys that's just constantly like Niji L. But that was in the initial writing. I'm not following Hazumi. Dang. Scale issue. Anyway. Yeah, my original shorts are kind of a lot more insulty and a lot more bantery, but I don't put those out because the problem with shorts is that it's the maximum amount of exposure, like the most people are going to see it, but the minimal amount of context or time to explain, which means things like sarcasm or satire kind of get lost in the sauce. And so a joke that I say is like a hee ha ha to 100,000 people, like a portion of them are probably going to think I'm being serious. And that's how you get shit started. Like I hate phase because I probably made a joke about them once. So it's kind of why I temper shit like that a bit more. Shorts audiences also get kind of busted. I don't know. So that is Offkai. Again, if I was at Offkai, and I wanted to go to Offkai, and I'm so sad I didn't get to go to Offkai. Offkai was actually pretty good. Like they gave me a press pass and everything. I couldn't make it happen because I left it too late because I'm a dumb bitch. Next year I'm definitely going to Offkai. Well, assuming Offkai is still around and it hasn't exploded. Assuming 4chan doesn't like pipe bomb it, I will be going. Anyway, yeah. So that's new. I'm fidgeting. I'm very fidgety today. I'm having like a stim day. I don't know. It's really annoying me, and I don't have any of my like fidgets to do. So I like flare my hands. That's what I do. I make like grabby motions with my hands because I'm autistic. I need like a thing to fidget with, and I don't have one. It's really annoying me. Sorry. So the we did one idol news. We went to do the other one. Yuko graduated. Did any of you catch Yuko's graduation stream? Because, dear God, she literally, like, at the beginning of the stream was like, this is going to be the most wild graduation stream ever. And then, or the most unique, I think she said. And then, did you guys see the end? Okay, first of all, she had Walter White in her fucking thing. Then she ends it with just like a full, like, she's just in a bikini. Just, I don't know. You see, if that was okayed by Idol, that's a really funny fucking way to go out. And I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Like, she's already graduating, but like, that's. Oh, thank you for the timestamp reminder.
Penumbra, fuck you.
To be honest, man, I just didn't care.
About the Yuko graduation, that's wild. That's a mean thing to say, Salty. I did. Okay, so hang on. Let me timestamp this really quick. So. I did do some more reading because there were some people last week that were like, oh, I didn't timestamp the Offkai shit. Fuck, it was probably like 5 minutes in, wasn't it? People were like telling me like, hey, you don't have the full context, you're shitting on the fans, even though, like there's some context to it. And I did look into the context, and there was more to the story that I didn't know about. I will maintain, by the way, people were saying that like I would suddenly be on the fan side. I will maintain if you're parasocial with a streamer to the point where them stopping doing GFE legitimately causes you like psychological pain, you really like you need to set some boundaries and do better for yourself, man. But there was more context that I was lacking with regards to like the nature of the GFE, the things Yuko had said going into it. Her stance had kind of flip-flopped a bit. There was more, and the more I looked into it, the more there was how do I word this? I wanted to say reasonable reason, but that doesn't make sense. There was an understandable viewpoint for the fans being kind of hurt. I think Yuko completely fucking mishandled it from what I looked into. There was a bit of, I wouldn't even say miscommunication, almost like doubling back on, you know, the stance she took with her fans, where she kind of encouraged and seemed to enjoy the parasocial part and then immediately sort of cut the legs out from underneath. So it was definitely mishandled, and Yuko's definitely not blameless, and there was definitely a bit of unhealthy I think there was an unhealthy level of parasocialism both ways. Both with Yuko probably encouraging it a bit too much and being a bit too into it, and her fans kind of banging into it a bit too much. That being said, I still maintain my original stance that, like, if a streamer stopping doing GFE causes you to legitimately, like, start, like, making your entire Twitter account a hate account for them, bro, you're too deep in. You're too far in. You need to, like, you need to come back. I don't know, man. Just, that you're too far gone. Parasocialism is terrifying, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's in the past, I've said things like, hey, if you want to make GFE, that's your choice. You can make content however you want. And that's true. I'm not going to sit here and tell anyone how to make their content. You make the content you want. If there's fans for it, they can consume it. I'm not here to be the fucking content police. I'm just saying, internally, parasocialism to me seems deeply unhealthy. It never seems to end well. I don't think there's been a single case where there's been like a parasocial audience and streamer. And just... It ends well. Hey Talida, how you going? Content creator parasocial relationship is with the bag. True. I mean, to be fair, making parasocial content is revenue, right? It is gains. I don't know, man. I've found something to fidget with. It's my gamer subs fucking lid. It's got Shy Lily on it. My life is a constant struggle of trying to make sure people don't see the Shy Lily cover, because dear God. But yeah, no, I don't know. You're allowed to make whatever content you want, and I'm never going to sit here and be like, you have to make content explicitly to my standards, and if you do this, I'm going to hate you. But, like, legitimately, I just don't... Also, thank you for the... Not Fault, Fury. Thank you for the 17 months. Holy shit. Forgot to unsub again? Dang, that's like 17 months in a row. But yeah, no. I don't think it's healthy. And... if you're into it as a consumer, I think you really need to be careful not to slip down a weird hole. If you're into it as a creator, I think you really need to set boundaries internally for yourself, because otherwise shit just goes bad, man. But yeah, so again, she's dead now, so like, do I want to drag it up and look into it and go through all the fucking documents and pages and pages and pages of shit? Not really. It was a fucked up mishandle situation, but she's gone. I don't know if she's planning on doing content again. I like saying they're dead now when somebody graduates. I don't know, it just makes me laugh. She's fucking dead, who cares? I did fall off about 5 months ago, you're sure right. She's streaming in her past life? Yeah, didn't she? I remember in one of the actually I should have known that. In one of the documents I read, it stated about her reactivating her past life and liking tweets on it, and anyway, let's not get into it. I can't fucking be bothered. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, cannot be fucking bothered. Yeah, I know I didn't miss the Gavis. I didn't. Oh fuck. Huh. Advent has got their 3D debuts announced. Huh. But I knew about the Gavis one. The Gavis one was part of last week's when I said that the Tempest 3Ds had been announced. Anyway. Let's see. What else? We did that. Oh yeah, the gamers thing. I didn't cover this last week. but the Narissa 3D. Not gonna lie, when Narissa first debuted, I thought she had a 3D model. Is this okay? This is something that I've also. Narissa's model. I should probably ask Bree this. She'd probably go on a fucking 10-minute rant about it. It feels like it turns more than other models. It's 2.5. I've heard that term, but like it's still 2D because it doesn't use trackers or anything. But like, it feels like yeah, like it's 2.5. It like turns more than normal. Because I just remember, because her entire debut stream, she was obviously like, looking at her second monitor or something, because she was always at like a 45-degree angle to the like screen. It was really funny. I have to ask Brie about that sometime. She'll probably know. Anyway, yeah. Gamers. You guys know gamers. The Hololive branch gamers. Apparently they had like a whole concert festival thing that I just didn't track. It just didn't come up. At no point was anybody like, hey. I mean, I don't really cover JP news anyway, so I don't know if I had to put it in the short, but it was interesting. But they did drop a new MV. Yeah, Mio couldn't make it because Mio's really sick right now, I think. What music do we want? This one, why not? Here. Yeah, it was 5 days ago. This one, really cool. I haven't actually like listened to it. I heard about it while I was making the shorts. I probably could have chucked it on, but I was watching fucking like Drew. Is actually, if you caught my tweet earlier, I was watching, was it Drew Gooden, the white man YouTuber, makes videos about buying random shit on the internet and talking about it. I was watching one of his videos where he talks about like pseudoscience bullshit products for mental health, and he gave me a flashback to like, this is gonna be a quick little rant about pseudoscience because I hate it. My sister, right, is really like, she's smart. She's got like a law degree. She's going into like criminal forensics. She's an intelligent person. And seeing one of his videos gave me a flashback, like a fucking visceral flashback to one time I was talking to her, and I think I like offhandedly, like kind of sarcastically mentioned like healing crystals or some shit like that, right? Obviously I was saying it in like a way of like, yeah, why don't you use a healing crystal to, you know, heal something? And she like legitimately like was like, oh well, you never know. And I was like, oh no. And then she was like, well, you know, the entire world is just frequencies anyway, so you never know, it could work. And I was like, boy, on the outside, I'm not like, I don't really want to get into an argument about crystals with my sister, so I was like, okay. But internally I was like, no, that's not how it works, please. Like, oh, it's my sister who like hated high school science, and I'm not saying that to say that she doesn't get an opinion, but like, she's not scientifically minded, and she's like trying to use string theory, which is such an like, I have a physics degree and I barely fucking understand the basics of string theory. That string theory, you think you understand string theory. People on the internet think they understand string theory. You see people in like Twitter threads and Reddit threads talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, it's just like strings for different dimensions. No, you don't. You understand like a basic level model that is like, hey, you know, oh, what we can represent all particles as strings of vibrating at different, you know, modes, and you know, different particles can be different lengths of string or different types of string, or, you know, different fundamental frequencies of strings, standing waves, and they go on this and they talk about a surface level concept, and it's like, yeah, you understand it in the same way that like a high schooler understands the atom, in that it's like, oh yeah, you have positive in the middle and you have negative on the outside and they spin round, and it's like, sure, basically, but like not really when you look at it in a quantum level, right? String theory is the same. Everybody that thinks they understand string theory on the internet, you don't, unless you have like an actual PhD in physics, which I don't, because I don't understand string theory. Unless you have a actual fucking doctorate in theoretical physics, you don't understand string theory. I'm sorry. Unless you've like legitimately spent like years looking into the math on the internet, which I don't think you have, because you need such a fucking intense understanding of math to understand it. You don't. When you get to the math of string theory, you actually probably want to die. Like, you don't know pain until you've sat down at like a third year quantum physics, quantum mechanics exam in university and looked at an equation and not understood 95% of the fucking symbols on that equation. Like, that is an inverted triangle. Why is that there? That's fucking Dirac notation. Why do you have Dirac notation in my fucking quantum equation? Please get it out of there. I don't know how to work with that. You taught me like 2 lectures ago. I've forgotten it. Because you also taught me about like 15 other fucking mathematics. Please get it out of there. I don't understand how it works. And then when you study quantum mechanics and quantum physics when I was like in uni, right? It ends up just devolving into just math. And really hard math that doesn't make any sense, and you end up, there's a certain point during a physics lecture, right, where you look at the page and you look at the numbers on it and you look at the equations on it and the symbols, and you realize that you genuinely have no fucking clue what you're looking at. Like, you could probably continue proving shit, you could probably continue deriving shit, like there's a next line and mathematically you could probably go through of it, but you've lost all concept of how this relates to an actual real world understandable phenomenon. You've lost the like physics mechanics of it, you've lost like the real world analysis, and you're purely in mathematics. That's what theoretical physics is, really. All the surface level like strings and shit are just concepts that we use to explain it. In reality, theoretical physics is just like math. It's just math, and at a certain point you get lost and you're like, I'm just in Numbersville. I don't understand what any of this actually means. And that's when you get into like a doctorate, and then a doctorate is like 8 years of trying to figure out what it fucking means again. And you come out the other side a changed man. Every theoretical physics PhD person that I met during my time at uni, genuinely, I think they were out of their fucking mind on crack. Not gonna lie, I don't think you can get a PhD in theoretical physics unless you are sniffing like a sugar bag worth of cocaine a day. I don't think it's possible. I did my master's in like a very practical application of physics. I did it in medical physics, so it was very like grounded, real world, like, hey, how do we treat cancer? With radiation. Here's the cells, here's how the cells work. It was a mix and match of biology and physics, but it was very much not theoretical physics, it was very much practical physics. Theoretical physics is the wackiest shit. If you ever want to study something that is basically as close to like eldritch witchcraft as real world can get, study theoretical physics. You won't understand what the fuck's going on, and you'll probably go insane, right? So, again, sorry, we're on like a weird tangent, but basically, string theory, I don't get it. You probably don't get it. You need to be very smart and very old and very accomplished to really understand the basics of it. So hearing my sister that fucking, like, I'm pretty sure she failed like high school science, try and tell me that everything is vibrations and like, quote, like a basic bitch understanding of string theory at me made me actually want to strangle myself with a string. And yeah, so that's what inspired this tweet, because for some reason, like, it's kind of like quantum, but quantum is kind of harmless, right? People don't use quantum as like a real way of treating like medical issues. No, but well, they probably do, but like most people don't use quantum as like, quantum crystals, they'll cure your cancer through because quantum's too big a word, it's too complicated. It's like, oh, that's big science, but frequencies and vibrations are fair game. And so fucking pseudoscience bullshitters will just constantly use the word frequencies or vibrations or modalities to try. If anyone ever claims that a frequency can cure your disease, punch them. Actually punch. I don't encourage violence, but yeah, just fucking give them a punch. Like, just give them just a quick tap in the head. Punch them at a frequency and see if that helps. Because, dear God, it is the most pseudoscientific bullshit. And it pisses me off. Because it's just, I can't, like, people that claim that don't even have like the basic level of understanding about physics to explain to them why they're wrong. And so you just have to kind of sit there angrily clenching your teeth because like you can't even begin the explanation because they don't know enough about the shit they're taught. Frequencies doesn't mean anything. Frequency is just like how often something repeats. It's literally all a frequency is. It can apply to waves. How often they repeat. When people talk about frequencies, they're either talking about electromagnetic radiation, which is, yes, light, or radiation that does damage, or microwaves, or sound. A lot of time it's sound. But they don't actually claim that. They just claim frequency. They're like, yes, this sticker emits 150 hertz frequency. Of what? Light? Sound? Fucking dinosaurs? 150 It doesn't mean anything. You're just saying words. Fuck off. You have to... Any kind of wave can have a frequency. Seismic waves, sound waves, light waves. Fucking... Technically, if you wave at someone with your hand, that has a fucking frequency. Like, it doesn't... You need to... I'm getting annoyed. Sorry, that was a weird tangent. I think I had to get that off my chest. Yeah, electricity has a frequency as well. Electricity, though, is interesting because it's kind of a wave. It basically is a wave. It's back and forth. It's oh, what's it? Transverse? Nope. Nope. It's a longitudinal wave, right? Right? Fuck, it's been so long since I did electricity. Pretty much. I mean, it's whatever. Who cares? Oh yeah, AC is like has a frequency, but you can describe it as a wave, but it's not really. It is kind of a longitudinal wave because when the electrons move back and forth, and you end up with areas of compression and refraction, kind of. But like, it's not really. Anyway, whatever. Sorry, this is not a physics stream. This is meant to be a news stream. I just kind of got caught in a weird tangent. I apologize. I think I needed to get that off my chest, and it's been sitting there since I had that conversation with my sister like a year ago, and now you guys have it. But yeah, moral of the story. Anyone ever tries to sell you something that isn't like a pair of headphones and claims that the frequencies or whatever, like, don't listen. The only phase I care about is phase connect. Anyway. Where are we? What the fuck are we doing? Where were we? What were we talking about? Who are you guys? How did you get in here? How did you get in my house? Who let you in? You don't have a key. Offkai. Hololive Gamers we did. Offkai. The Niji NBA stuff, we had one stream of it. We haven't had the second one where they did it like a draft. It was basically like if you've ever watched the NBA, you know the draft where basically the teams announce who they're picking from like the rookie selection, and like the winning team gets like last pick and whatever. They basically did it like that where they announced, so each liver is apparently going to represent a team. Who the fuck? I think... the only one I saw was Luka, and I can't even remember who he got. It wasn't the Pistons. Was it the Detroit Pistons? It wasn't the Pistons. Who the fuck did Luka get? Was it the Cavs? No, it was the Pacers. Fuck. Sorry. I can't remember. But yeah, each one is going to represent a team. We still don't really know what that's going to be, although I'm going to be honest, it's probably just merch. Can I get something off my chest really quick? Again, I didn't want to lean into the whole anti-Niji thing, but I feel like every time I look at nijisanji's Twitter to like see what they're up to, it is just merch. It feels like every day it's just merch, more merch, buy more things. Here's more things. You want to buy more things? Here's more things you can buy, and like that's the entire page. It is just constant streams of promo merch, buy this merch, and it just, I don't know. I was scrolling through it the other day to try and get shit for the notepad to see what they're doing. I don't know, it just feels weird having merch constantly. I know there's nothing necessarily inherently wrong with it. It just feels weird to constantly be putting out more and more merch. What do you mean you think I know basketball? I do know basketball. I played basketball all through high school. I wasn't very good at it, but I did play it. I played it after high school as well. I played basketball from like the age of 13 to like 19, 20. Well, and the problem with constantly promoting merch is people just start kind of tuning out. Like, I know when I say a Niji tweet now, I basically kind of just zone it out. Because like, chances are it's merch. It just kind of scrolls by. So like, if you actually are announcing something cool, like a new gen or a new outfit or something, people are just gonna fucking like blinder it because they're probably gonna think it's another fucking merch announcement. But yeah, I saw that. We still don't know what the NBA collab is. I assume it's going to be more merch though. That's my basic assumption. Is Niji is probably just more merch. Maybe not though. They did do like a little quiz for the announcement stream. They had like a little quiz with all the people, like the people there. Basically, it was like a little basketball quiz. The questions weren't very hard, but you know, they were there. But I think they're gonna explain more about the collab in the next stream. I have no fucking clue when it is, but we'll see. I guess we can talk about it next week. Speaking of sports collabs though, did you, I mean, if you saw the short, you probably know about it, but Hololive and the fucking Dodgers. Now, I don't know shit about baseball. I know about basketball. I don't know jack shit about baseball. I did see, I saw, okay, I don't like talking about 4chan, but I saw a really funny fucking clip, like a snip from 4chan of like, Gura, I think apparently tweeted out about, like asking about baseball, and there was just like, it was like the Walter White meme of him screaming in the car, like, no, Gura, don't ask a question about baseball. Gura, don't do it. Gura, no. It was just so funny. Because if you guys, I imagine most of you probably remember that, but if you don't, like, there was a Niji live that got fucking like terminated because she like asked like, why doesn't the pitcher just hit the guy with the ball? And it was really funny, but they were very much not amused. Poor Gundo. She didn't deserve what she got. That was like back. That was in like the early time of Niji L's in terms of like their downfall. Like, that was around the time where people really started piling on about Niji L's, and that was like one of the first big ones to like really tip the situation over. Rightly so, that was a fucking dogshit situation. Niji really should have came out and been like, it was a dumb fucking joke, shut the fuck up. Like, but yeah, so I think they saw trading cards, right? Or like baseball cards, because baseball cards are like huge in America, right? Or at least they used to be. I know they're in like every TV show. There's like some middle-aged man who like collects baseball cards for some fucking reason. Yeah, it was basically something along the lines of, I can't remember, it was a while ago, but it was basically, she was watching the stream, he's like, why doesn't the pitcher just hit the batter with the ball? That'd win. It seems like the simpler solution. It was a joke like that. It wasn't very offensive, but like she got, well, to be fair to Niji, like from what I heard, Japanese Twitter kind of went fucking feral about it and started like Japanese baseball fans like really tore her to shreds, which it just seems dumb. Like, why? I think like, I don't know. I feel like it'd be the equivalent of like, I don't know, if you were playing basketball, being like, well, why don't you just punch the opponent and then score? This seems easier. Like, it's a bit weird, but I don't think any basketball fan would be like, how dare you? But yeah, no, it wasn't her only yab. Gundo had a few things. She'd been suspended a few times in the past, I think. So it was very much a straw breaking the camel's back, but it was still kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so from what I know, I think there's going to be like baseball cards and shit. I don't know if there's going to be like merch. It says there's a link to the stream. I don't know if the stream's actually happened yet or not. The stream has happened. I didn't catch it. When was this? This was yesterday. I must have missed it. Hololive night, July 5th. That's next month? Collaboration content. Play ball announcement. Take me out to the ball game performance. Hype video. Hololive night. Drone show. Photo spot with... Wait, so they're actually going to like the stadium? That's going to be hilarious. Wait. Are actual baseball fans going to turn up at like the Dodgers stadium and see fucking Gura cut out? Please. Wait. Please, that's gonna be fucking... The thought, bro. Okay, the thought of like a 40-year-old sports ball, like typical like American jock motherfucker turning up in his like baseball cap, his outfit, he's got like a foam finger, turning up, he's got like a hot dog in his other hand, turning up and just looking into his stadium and seeing fucking Goombas standing there. So the mental image of that is fucking hilarious to me. I mean, hey, why not? Fuck it. Oh yeah, there's a translation. So is play ball announcement, is that like a baseball term? Like as in, are they going to announce the beginning of a game or something? Like, what's a play ball announcement? Take me out to the ball game, I know. I only know that from a fucking Ludwig stream a while back where he was like trying to beat a game. They throw the ball or some shit? Basically. Okay, a hype video, Hololive night drone show, photo spot with life-size cutouts. Pre-game activities. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. There's the Hololive trading card pack. So there's, yeah, basically baseball cards with Goombas. I think they chose Suisei, Pecora, and Goombas just because blue. Like, just the Dodgers are blue and white, so those. Although there's another blue Hololive VTuber, isn't there? I swear there's another blue Hololive VTuber. Who am I thinking of? I might be tripping. I might be tripping balls. Kobo, fucking yeah. No, Kobo was the one I was thinking of. There's other ones that are like Kanata, I'd say is more white. Crony is, she's got blue hair, but she's more of a dark theme. But in terms of like light blue, I remember there was one more. Kobo is the one that I'm thinking of that is also huge. Because that was the meme, right? Is that like, when it comes to breaking records, it's always the blue anime girl. Like, Kobo broke fucking records in terms of in like Indonesia and just general subscriber count. Like, Kobo's fan base is huge. Pecora's is one of the...
We don't ask about the basketball punching situation because Draymond Green exists. He legitimately
I remember
had a
that.
mental breakdown and contemplated retirement because he got warned.
Who was... Thank you for the super chat, some battle. Yeah, Draymond Green was fucking feral. Who was the... Oh my god, do you guys remember the... Oh, what's the term? There's a name for the event. It's like the... It's the fight at the gardens or something. No, it had like a more dramatic name than that. Oh, what was the fucking term? It was at Madison Square Garden, and it had Malice at the Palace. That's what it fucking was. And it was like this massive fucking brawl between like people on the court, people in the stands. There was like massive fucking basketball players just beating the shit out of normal ass people. It was crazy. So yeah, I don't think a basketball fan would ever get tilted at someone asking a joke like that, because it is a legitimate strategy. Like, it has happened in the past. Like, people have thrown hands with the athletes, which you shouldn't do, but also kind of funny. Malice at the Palace is also a great name. Holy shit, who came up with that? Give that man naming rights to every future NBA brawl. Anyway, yeah, baseball. I don't know baseball. I've tried to watch baseball like once. Here's my secret. I don't like bat games. Like cricket, baseball, like even like tennis and shit. Like I much rather like use your hands. Like fucking kick it, punch it, punt it, whatever. But like not like Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum's a goated game. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't like cricket. I hate cricket, actually. Cricket's probably my least favourite sport of all time. I'm so sorry. I know this is an unpopular opinion. Cricket's like one of the most popular sports in the world, but it's so fucking boring. I remember when I first moved to Australia, because cricket is huge in Australia, right? I first moved to Australia, and like as part of like the culture, let's learn the culture of Australia, my dad took me out to a cricket game. And it was fucking like 40 degrees, and I was like sat there, and it was the most boring time of my life. And I went and I bounced in the bouncy castle instead and ate some snacks, because I would actually legitimately rather be bouncing in a bouncy castle than watching cricket. Like, it's just, it's also not very fun to play. I'm gonna be honest. Like, batting, sure. Batting is fine. Bowling, also fine. And if you're the fielder that the ball gets hit towards, hey, that's a fun time.
Baseball fans are jocks. It will be a 60-year-old guy with his hot dog and big gulp soda yelling about why there are cartoon girls
but to be fair,
all over
that's,
his stadium.
please, if that happens, somebody record it and post it on Twitter. I wanna see that shit. Please, public freak out, my beloved. Thank you for the super chat slider. Like, it's just so boring playing. It's boring to watch. Actually, no, it's not my most hated sport. My most hated sport is netball. Netball is the worst. Fuck netball. All my homies hate netball. It's just worse basketball. Hate it. Get it out. Netball sucked because in my school, all the girls played netball. It was like there was an official netball team. But none of the guys played netball because none of the guys wanted to fucking play netball. But it meant that every time in sports, when a game had to be decided, the girls were like, yeah, we should play netball. And we ended up just all playing fucking worse basketball. Netball, if you don't know, is like basketball if you took all the fun shit out of basketball. You can't dribble, you can't move, you have to stand like a meter away before blocking. That's the one that always got me, is that like we'd be playing and somebody would go out for a shot and I'd jump to block it and I'd land in front of them and the teacher would be like, you can't get that close. And I'm like, fucking why the fuck not? I have to give them like a meter of space? What are we, fucking fencing? Are we getting like a point system? I have to give them like reasonable ability to win. I want to smack the shit out of the ball. Fucking I don't know who came up with netball. Somebody who hates fun. Netball is like if you asked a middle-aged mother like to make basketball more safe for her darling children. That's how you get netball. It's just all the best parts of basketball just fucking stripped away. And you're left with, you can't leave your area. You're confined to an area that's based on your position. Can't leave that area. You can't get closer than a meter or something if they're shooting. You can't run with the ball or pass, which means there's no like ISO plays. You can't like dribble. You can pass, sorry, but you can't run with the ball like dribbling. You can't like fuck. So there's no like crossing someone over, going up for a 3-point shot. Oh, you can't shoot outside of a certain area. Like you can't just shoot from like the halfway court or anything, or like the free. You have to shoot from inside a designated area. Dog shit sport. I'm sorry. If you play netball, get a better sport. Play basketball. Come on, man. You might just level up. Yeah, I know it's a rant day. All my fucking heated topics are coming out today. I just like, why? Who invented netball? Primary objective. Wait, oh my god, wait, I didn't know that. It was one of a few sports created exclusively for women. How does that work? How do you create a sport for women? It's like your dick fall off if you try and play? Like what? How does that work? World Netball compiles in international teams. Netball's development traces back to American sports teacher Clara Gregory Baer's misinterpretation of the basketball rule. Good start for a sport. Ratified for the rules of women's basketball. Codify netball. Primarily the absence of backboards. Oh yeah, there's no backboard. Prohibition of dribbling, bouncing, and running well in possession of the ball. Physical player contact is more controlled than basketball. In addition, netball not only identifies with different positions of players, also defines where and in which areas of the court specific players are allowed to be when they complete. So basically, you're given a sport, and you can only inhabit a specific area of the court as a position. Only certain positions can shoot, only certain positions can defend. You can't really, from what I know, we always played when we were in school, no contact, but they're obviously contacting here, so there's some contact. I guess for rebounds, it's okay. You have to stand a certain amount away while blocking. You can't like be, like in basketball, you're up in their fucking face, right? Like if somebody dribbles and collects, right? So they can't dribble again, so you can't get crossed. You're in their face. You're like, fuck, what are you gonna do? Shoot over me? Fucking try it.
Woe betide any vtubers who play netball and believe in healing crystals.
Okay, why is your name Penumbro's dog? Neither of my dogs are smart enough to tip on stream elements, I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually, one of them is but wouldn't, and one of them would but is too dumb. But also, if they're... so I just read the message. Any phase VTubers that play netball and believe in healing crystals, that is like my arch nemesis. Like... Or does the two negatives cancel out? No, I'm not learning about basketball. I played basketball. I'm ranting about how much I hate netball and how much I hated having to play it in school. 7 players on the court. A bib worn by each player contains the 1 or 2 letter abbreviation of the position. Only 2 positions are permitted in the attacking shooting circle, and therefore shoot for a goal. Only 2 positions permitted in the defending shooting circle. Yeah. Contact between players is only permitted if it does not impede an opponent or the general play. Wait, how the fuck? Contact between players is only permitted if it does not impede an opponent. So why the fuck would you do it then? Excuse me? When defending a pass or shot, players must be at least 90 centimeters away from the player with the ball. If illegal contact is made, the player contacted cannot participate in the play until the player taking the penalty has passed the shot the ball. The ball is held into hands and either dropped or a shot at goal is missed. The same player cannot be the first to touch it unless it rebounds off the goal. That's normal basketball. Yeah, so just a bad sport. I'm sorry. If you like it, I apologize. You're allowed your opinion even if it's wrong, but it's just play basketball. It's a better sport. It's more fun. You can dunk the ball. You can block the shit out of people. You can cross them up and make them fall on the floor. 90 centimeters is legitimately like huge. The only people I could block, like when I was in high school, I had a pretty decent vert. Like I could dunk a basketball. I had like a 28-inch vertical, right? Which isn't huge, but it's okay. And the only people I could block in netball legitimately were like the 5 feet tall girls. And even then it felt a bit mean. But also, I think you can't even land in the area, I remember. Like if you jumped for the block and you landed closer than a meter, it was still a foul. So you couldn't even do like a chase down block, because if you did a chase down block, you'd land in the area. So you had to like square up, jump straight up and try and block it. Sorry, this is a rant day today and I'm very antsy, obviously, and I didn't mean to start ranting about netball of all things, but it's just like legitimately tilted me in high school. I hated it. It was a terrible sport. Anyway, talked about that. Oh yeah, Lulu had her debut. Yurei Lucian had her she's still doing her subathon, I think, right? Bro, it is so hot in my room right now, I don't know why. Yeah, she's still live. Unfortunately, I got an ad. So I can't show her current stream. Let me see if I can find like a clip or something. Okay. Her new model is pretty cool.
Absorb too much league.
Legitimately pretty cool. It's a pretty cool model. I like the ears. But yeah, I think she's doing an uncapped donathon for her debut. So uncapped donathons scare the shit out of me. Like, bro, I could not commit to just what if you end up just streaming forever? Like, what if you just get stuck streaming for like the rest of your life? You just get caught in eternal isolation. But you know, Lulu's stream was Fufu is still fucking doing her donathon, isn't she? How many days has Fufu been doing her donathon? It's over a month. She's on month 2 of her fucking donathon. That is ridiculous. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, every time I open up Twitch, Fufu's live. I have her on Steam, right? And every day, without fail, on Steam, I see the notification of Fufu has opened up fucking VTube Studio or whatever. And I'm like, dang, she's back on that grind. She really do still be out here. That's crazy. But yeah, so there was that. There was Katie dropped Katie and I think it was Katie and Mana and here it is. Not playing it. I don't want to get DMC'd. But Katie and Mana and Zeph all did a Kingslayer cover, which I personally love. Kingslayer as a song. Nobody likes you enough to keep donating forever. You're so right, Melons. No, don't apologize. That's so right. That's honestly one of the reasons I would never want to do like a donathon or subathon is I feel weird like asking people for money. I'd feel weird making like goals and be like, yeah, give like. I'm not saying it's bad. Like I'm not trying to like shame other VTubers, but just for me personally, I was like, it makes me feel weird. But also, like. I have a feeling I'd go live and be live for like 2 hours and people are like, yeah, no, please leave. I would have the shortest, actually that'd be a pretty funny record to have. Shortest subathon ever. It's like 5 minutes long. I'm like, somebody donates money to take timer off. Actually, oh wait. That's actually a funny fucking stream idea. it's a subathon, but you can pay to either add time or remove time. So like you can give $5 to like I don't know what the like pay $5 to like 30 minutes. No, not a reverse subathon, not like pay money to remove time. A battle subathon. So you can either pay money to give time or pay money to take time away. I don't think it'd work for me because I know what you fuckers I'd like. I'd immediately get a donation that was like to remove all the remaining time, and I'm like, well, that was that. Goodbye, chat. But it'd be funny if there was just like a fight. You would need somebody that has like a chat that likes them, but is also kind of abusive to it. You need like Chibi's chat. Chibi Doki should do it. I think Chibi's chat would go crazy. Because half of Chibi's chat would want her to keep streaming for the memes, but half of Chibi's chat would like commit to trying to get her to fucking die. And so you need that kind of chat. But it'd be really funny to watch two like fucking sides of a community try and beat the shit out of each other with donathons. Good idea. There you go. For free. On a platter. Do with that what you will. But yeah, so you should listen to this song. Katie's songs always go hard. Mana's Zeph also great singers. I actually wasn't familiar with Zeph before this. I knew Mana, I knew Katie. I didn't know Zeph before this crossover. But this is a really good song. I really like Kingslayer. It's a good song. You should listen. Give it a shot. What? I think that's everything other than Vealer. We didn't talk Vealer. Okay, so Vealer has been kind of in the wings for a while. It's going to be an upcoming debuts for a little while. I mean, their auditions went out months ago, and then they announced their debuts like a couple weeks ago, and then they debuted like yesterday. Yeah. And I mean, okay, so the whole premise of Vealer is that they're a bit more spicy. I'm still not sure. Like, I think they're streaming YouTube, but also doing like spicier content elsewhere. I think. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I personally don't really consume spicy content, I'm gonna be honest with you, so not my kind of thing, but people have been kind of hyped about it because it's the first agency that's really like, I guess there have been agencies that have had NSFW VTubers in them, but I think it's Patreon, thank you. First agency that's really like, I guess, not pandering, what's the word, catering to that kind of audience. The one thing I will say that made me fucking laugh, okay, right, is Shawnee's fucking debut, right? Okay, I ain't trying to give shit away, but she called her audience the Reeflings, I'm pretty sure. I think, yeah. Reefling, which, okay, if you know, you know, that's fucking crazy. She's also Scottish, so my fellow, there are now at least 2 of us in the community. I think there's like at most 4 Scottish people in VTubing, so we've like doubled our routine. We've doubled our demographic.
For my goal.
Yeah, it's Reeflings because you live in the reef, obviously. Like, what else?
So feel free to subscribe, because we have been
Scottish VTuber calls her fans Reeflings. Any knowers in chat? any knowers in chat? Anyway, yeah, that's Vealer. Again, I won't personally be consuming the spicier content, but I'll probably catch a few of their YouTube streams. She wants to get stream sniped in like a game. Wow. 100,000 gamer score on Xbox is crazy. I think I have like 43,000 or something, and then I stopped playing and I played on PC like a good boy. The debuts were really high quality. They had like cool starting screens and everything. Like, they're pretty. They had like lore videos and like they have background. Like, they're pretty. That was a scream. Thank you for that. But you know, they're pretty high quality. The models are good. Fucking top notch debuts. I'm gonna be real. Top notch. If you're into spicy VTuber content, there you go. You found your agency. Good job. Oh yeah, no. I'm not saying that I won't. What I said, I'll watch some of their YouTube streams. The spicy content isn't for me, but it is like a major selling point of the agency. So if you're into that, that's there. If not, you can watch. You can watch their YouTube streams. Here I'm really bad at. Okay, I don't subscribe to people on YouTube, right? Because it doesn't fucking matter. I'm convinced subscribing doesn't do jack shit. This is like my theory. Like, yeah, in general. Yeah, no. Like, I get where you're coming from. It's fine. I generally think so subscribing to a channel doesn't do jack shit. Because my entire recommended feed is just, like, they're not people I'm subscribed to. It's just, like, I've been playing Stardew Valley, so I'm getting Stardew Valley recommendations. Again, I said I was watching Drew Gooden before stream, so I'm get that. Breaking Bad clips, because I watch a lot of Breaking Bad. Game chops, because I watch them for every fucking stream. They're always in the background. Musical clips, because, like, every one of my VTuber friends is a fucking theater kid, and every time they run across an animatic, I get it in my DMs. I'm like, oh, that's cool. This actually does kind of go hard. This is a good. The 6 is. I haven't seen the musical. I don't like musicals, but the songs from it, peak. But do you know what all these channels that are in my recommended have in common? I'm not fucking subscribed to them. With the exception of Game Chops, I'm not subscribed to any of these channels, but they're in my recommended. I genuinely don't think subscribing matters at all. I've been playing Overwatch, I'm getting flats, I'm not subscribed to flats. More Stardew content, more animatics, more Drew Gooden. Like, again, I'm not subbed to Sigma Knight. Love me some Sigma Knight. So, I genuinely don't think subbing or not subbing matters. I think YouTube will recommend whatever content it thinks you like anyway. I think the only thing subscriptions are good for is if you want to, like, look in your sub feed, and, like, who the fuck looks in their sub feed ever? Does anyone ever actually look at their subscriptions page? Does anyone actually unironically go to YouTube and not just look at the homepage and be like, oh, that video looks good? You guys genuinely go to your subscription pages? That's wild. I never go to... Wow, okay. I guess I'm the weird one. I legitimately haven't looked at my subscriptions page in a while. Who am I even subscribed to? Okay, well, I looked at my subscriptions page for the first time in several years, and the first thing I see is fucking Zoomy feet. This is why I don't come here. This is the reason I don't come to this page. I mean, unsurprisingly, this is just fucking... It's just VTubers. It is exclusively VTubers. What's our first not... Oh, fuck, Moist Critical. I'm subscribed to Moist Critical? That's an L on my part, I feel. There you go. Now you know what my fucking subscriptions page looks like. I think we're... Angry Tom? Yeah, I'm subscribed to Tom. I love Tom. Tom, my beloved. I love fucking Tom. I don't love fucking Tom. I love Tom. You have Miss Reef Evergreen? Boy, do I have news for you. You're not going to believe this, chat. Anyway, I think we're done. I think I've covered everything. I think I should probably... I think I'm in a bit of a quirky mood today. I should probably wrap up before I say some shit that I'm not meant to say. We should raid someone. Who do you want to raid? Miri's live doing her hag love. Oh, Dr. Nova from V4 Mira is live. You guys know Nova, right? She's the scientist. Nico, Jesus Christ, think about the 50 gifted membership. Always when I'm wrapping up, man. Chat, you too can become green today. Yeah, holy shit, Nico. Thank you so much for the memberships. Let's raid into the Overwatch Championship Series. That'll go well. Do you want to raid into... Does Nova have raids enabled? We could raid into Nova. Fuck it. We've never raided into... I don't... Have I ever raided into a V4 Mirai talent? Actually, I should probably check if she has them enabled. She's not popping up on my suggestions for raids, so maybe she doesn't. Jesus. Okay, hang on. She does have them enabled. It's just YouTube is being fucking weird. I'm pretty sure YouTube is getting so to get gifts. I don't think that's how it works. I think it just distributes them to people in chat. Although it gave one to Blake, not Adonna. I don't think I've seen Blake in fucking ages, at least off my memory. She might just be lurking though. I don't know. It is a thing, really? It's a thing of where you can't get gifted a membership if you're too old? This is discriminating. Oh my god, Resnick is green. Resnick, I'd give you the wrench if I didn't feel like that would be sending you back to the moderator mines. I feel like you're a fucking moderator in every VTuber I go to. Sorry, I'm cracking my neck. Anyway, let's head over to Nova. She's playing Wait, she's playing Mad Father? Isn't that one of the like the old RPG Maker games, like around like the IB and like Witch's House era game? If I'm not mistaken, right? It looks similar. I might be thinking of IB though, but it reminds me of like IB in the Witch's House. It's like from the same era. Okay, let's go say hi to Nova, and I will thank you again, Nico, for the gifteds. I will catch you guys later. Yeah, sorry, I crack a lot. I'm very snap, crackle, pop. Call me Rice Crispy. Yeah, I'll catch you guys, I don't know, next week. But I actually am planning on maybe doing Twitch streams next week, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Knowing me, I'll probably get banned the moment I try and do it. That's what happened last time. Anyway, yeah. Alright. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Let's say X. Fuck you, Chris. Bitch.